The first Descendants is a third-person looter shooter powered by Unreal Engine 5. Become a Descendant. Fight for the survival of humanity. Descendants have a unique ability to tackle both solo and co-op missions.
If it was somebody else's children, that's when I'll be like, yeah, she has a point. But his own kids, like, bro, where the hell is your mind going?
Yeah, I don't know, man. You like, most of these EDP 4.5s don't, get high on their own supply. So,
wait, hold on. How did he turn a situation into a story about himself?
Dude, they all do.
Like, bro, this has nothing to do with you. How are you tagging yourself in this thing? Like, you could have just stayed quiet like so many other people. You could have just said your piece and go your way. Talking about how you've been mentally stressed. Like, bro, shut the
Hey, yo, Hibli Hoopla, what's good, my people? I was gonna call all y'all the N-word, but anyways, what's good, my nerds? Yeah, how about that? Welcome to episode 69.
Yeah, you know, word of mouth. The square root of 69 is 8-something, right?
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tamziri. As you already know, welcome to X2 Skip, bringing you the weekly patch notes. Once again, as always, joined with me, I got Maxwell. What's good, homie?
Yo.
I love yo-yos too, man. With us, we also have Kid Kojo. What's good, King?
I'm here, I have nowhere to go.
Oh, wait, bro, that's deep. But so you know what it is. We're going to be giving you guys the lovely gaming tidbits. But before we get started, as always, do we have any admin or updates from anybody?
I just want to mention the Euros. Tournament has not been that great, but my predictions are going strong. I said look out for England, France, and Portugal. Portugal have fallen out. It's just France and England remaining. France have the big task of eliminating Spain. But on England's side, they look like they could actually make the final. We shall see.
Yeah, go sports. Fuck yeah. Oh, wait, thanks, man. Kojo, anything from you, bro?
Nah, no admin from me.
Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, nothing much from me either. Obviously, I'll get into some of the updates regarding what was discussed in the previous episode. But yeah, I mean, with all that being said, let's get right into it. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and follow for more. Yeah, starting with the gaming news. Max, what's been going on, bro?
Okay, so this week, the gaming news is finally chugging again, although still there isn't that much to talk about. But we began talking about earlier this week. The Xbox Live servers went down for roughly 7 hours. And during that time, Xbox players could not access any online features. Fortunately, though, the problem was eventually solved, but it does bring back the question regarding the pros and cons of going fully online. Because a lot of people simply wanted to play single-player games, but they couldn't because they had online-only features or they could only access them online, so on and so forth. Then, next up, let's briefly talk about Horizon Zero Dawn. First of all, the live-action Netflix adaptation has been cancelled because the overseeing director has been hit with workplace abuse allegations. And as he fights those allegations, Netflix has decided to pull the plug on Horizon. And then next, there's some dissent regarding Lego Horizon being available on the Switch, but not on Xbox. Fans are mixed, with some salty Xbox saying they were never interested in the game in the first place, whereas others, rightfully, are asking why the game will be on one platform and not another. So far, the powers that be, that being Sony and Guerrilla Games, are claiming it's because the Switch is a family-orientated console that allows them to reach more people. For me, this is obviously a Copum type of answer, but I'm looking beyond this and thinking that perhaps we're going to start seeing Sony also replicate Xbox's or Microsoft's multi-platform releases for first-party games. And this is me hoping that that is the case. Then lastly, Sony will be at the Tokyo Game Show taking place in September from Thursday the 26th to Sunday the 29th. This will be their first time returning to the event since 2019. Understandably, with companies nowadays hosting their own live stream events, these type of shows are not as important, especially especially if they are charging around the same amount of money as Keighley and his events. But anyway, with that said, it'll be interesting to see if Sony comes with any big announcements or reveals for the event. And that is it for my gaming news. Let me put the floor to you guys.
Oh, wait, mine's quick because it's something I've flippant thought would happen, but it's still obviously not confirmed. And I hate that both flippant creators / writers, whatever, not giving us anything to work off of. But so regarding Elden Ring, the rumors around the movie for Elden Ring have been pretty much tantalized or teased by the likes of George R.R. Martin, as well as Hidetaka. So for those who don't know, after the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC was released from Software's latest Elden Ring DLC, well, not latest, well, yeah, latest, but it's the only one, so I don't know why I said latest. Anyways, with the reviews and everything that have been going on, and for those of you who have played Elden Ring, you already know just how much lore there is in that game. Like, it's flipping insane. But yeah, prior to the release, the hype for the expansion was hella incredible that even George R.R. Martin, as well as Hidetaka Miyazaki, took time to even try to play the game, which is, I mean, hell, great. It's nice that they actually play the thing that they contributed to. But George pretty much threw fuel into the fire when people were like, oh, yeah, there's going to be an Elden Ring movie. Yeah, we can totally feel it. The lore in the DLC is rich with, you know, movie type scripting and everything. Hidetaka Miyazaki said, I don't see any reason to deny any interpretation or adaptation of the Elden Ring movie, for example. But I don't think myself nor From Software have the knowledge or ability to produce something in a different medium, right? So then many people speculated, oh shit, okay, if not a movie, then a series. You know, George R.R. Martin then took to his social media platform and said, oh, about the rumors that you may have heard about a feature film or television series based on Elden Ring, I have nothing to say, not a word, nope, not a thing. I know nothing. You have never heard a peep from me. Mum's the word. What rumor? So yeah, the fuck would he type that for? So many people are speculating what's going to be happening, but I mean, we shall see. He couldn't even finish A Song of Fire and Ice, so we don't know if this will even come to fruition. Anyways, that's my news. Kojo?
What's up?
You got anything, bro?
Yes, just one thing. So, unfortunately, I'm back. I'm the layoff guy.
Oh, God.
So, I think Max will remember. Tommy, I'm not sure if you remember. Do you remember a game called Tales of Kenzera Zao?
Never heard of them in my life.
Maxwell, I know you know this game.
No.
Yes, you do know this game. The Metroidvania, the African one.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So, Tom, I'm not sure if you remember.
Oh, yes. Yes, okay, I did hear about it.
Yeah, at the Game Awards, the guy came in with his traditional, he was wearing a suit, but he came with this traditional cloth and he came to announce his game.
Oh, that African game that
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So the game came out earlier this year, and it looks like it didn't sell well. And the reason why I'm saying it didn't sell well is because they've had to let go. The Surgeon Studios had to let go of some of the employees. And this is the statement they put out on Twitter, and I quote, "Unfortunately, Surgeon has joined the growing number of game studios impacted by layoffs this year, with just over a dozen people affected. It's a difficult time in the games industry, but we remain incredibly proud of our entire team's work on Zao and of the praise it has received from critics and players alike. Our focus now is on supporting those affected, continuing our work on Zao, and looking to the future with our next creative projects," end quote. And Abubakar Salim, the guy who came out on stage and the head of the studio, I believe, he came out and said, and I quote, "Thank you so much to those who have checked in. This hurts deeply. This isn't the news I wanted to share today. I am so proud of what the team have achieved over the course of these 4 years. When things got tough, every one of them stood so strong. It was inspiring. So to be delivering this news today really sucks. I know we're not alone here, but that doesn't make it easier. The focus now is to continue supporting those affected in any way we can. I will be replying to this with links to posts from our affected team members. If you have any opportunities available or know of any going, please consider these incredibly talented people, end quote. So yeah, it's again more layoffs. Sad. Hopefully the studio doesn't close down fully. And I hope the people who lost their jobs will bounce back. But yeah, that's it for my news.
Bro, I swear like everything is now having layoffs in the tech industry. To a point that it like even with the games and the shit, Silicon Valley and all that, like what the hell? We can't blame it on AI, dogs. Surely something else shady's going on. But anyways, oh yeah, thanks, man. Moving on to the gaming corner. What's been coming out, bro?
Quite a few things for you, Tommy.
Oh, okay. Now I'm intrigued.
So first off, Tommy, you played FF14.
Yes, I have.
You like the game, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I can't afford it anymore, but yeah.
Well, added to another list of things you can't afford because they're coming out with a new expansion.
I saw it advertised fucking everywhere. Dawn of something.
Yeah, so it's called Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail.
That's it.
And it has been released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, and PC. Released on July the 2nd, 2024. And this is what it's about, and I quote, "Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities await in Dawn Trail, the newest expansion pack for the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV Online. Explore uncharted territories with familiar faces as you discover new tribes, confront formidable threats, and expand your horizons as hopes light dawn," end quote. It is developed and published by Square Enix, of course, and this expansion comes with, among other things, new dungeons, a new 8-player raid series called the Arcadion, a new limited job, the Beastmaster, a new playable race, female Hrothgar, new field operations, PvP updates, and much, much more.
Oh my god.
I know, right? And it is currently sitting at a 76 on Metacritic.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yep. Next up, we have a game called The First Descendants. This one also, Tommy, might intrigue you.
Oh, fam, when I tell you how many flipping videos and gameplays I've been watching of this, I'm still mixed.
Me too. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But yes, so The First Descendant has been released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Released on July the 2nd, 2024. And it is about, and I quote, "The First Descendant is a third-person looter shooter powered by Unreal Engine 5. Become a Descendant. Fight for the survival of humanity. Descendants have a unique ability to tackle both solo and co-op missions. Up to 4 players use varied mechanics to defeat giant bosses. Be the first Descendant," end quote. And this game, the reason why I'm on the fence of this game is because I already kind of sort of play a game like this. It's called Warframe.
Yeah, Warframe, yeah, but in terms of looter shooter, I think it's like Stellar Blade meets Tarkov meets Stellar Blade meets Tarkov meets Warframe meets Destiny. Yeah,
that's the one. And it is developed by Nexon Games and also published by Nexon. And Maxwell, once upon a Sunday, you were asking where are all the Unreal Engine 5 games, right?
Bro, that was like long ago when it was in development. Now coming out.
Yep, and here's one of them. So get hyped. More Unreal Engine 5 games are coming along. Next up, Tommy. This is a joke for you, but this one is right. Okay, no, it's a joke. I'm joking. But get hyped, Tommy. Do you know why?
Is it free?
Yes, it is free.
Oh shit, I'm hyped.
You're about to be not hyped because it is made by Hoyoverse.
Nigga, what rail is it this time?
Actually, it isn't a rail.
Is it an Impact?
No.
Oh, okay.
It is called Zenless Zone Zero.
Let
me just start off by saying, out of all the Hoyoverse games, yes, I played Genshin, but out of all of them, this one seems to be more my alley because it is more sci-fi urban type of thing. It's not the fantasy that is Honkai. No, Honkai is sci-fi fantasy, but Genshin is pure fantasy. But this one, Zenless Zone Zero, is about, and I quote, "In the near future, a mysterious natural disaster known as Hollows has occurred. A new kind of city has emerged in this disaster-ridden world, New Eridu. This last oasis has mastered the technology to coexist with hollows and is home to a whole host of chaotic, boisterous, dangerous, and very active factions. As a professional proxy, you play a crucial role in linking the city and the hollows. Your story awaits, end quote. And the game is a 3D action game, again, as I said, from Horrorverse. You can build a squad of up to 3 players, and you can assault with basic and special attacks, dodge and parry, and combo chain attacks, and all of that kind of stuff. And it is currently at 82 on Metacritic, which is pretty high.
What?
Actually.
Nigga, it just sounds like they copied Bleach. Hollows. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I also thought of Bleach.
Yeah. Hey, but okay. Honkai, whatever. Zoyoverse.
Zenless Zone Zero. So yeah, that's it from Zenless Zone Zero. Zenless Zone Zero is on PlayStation 5, PC, iOS, Android, and was released on July 4th, 2024.
On mobile?
Yep, but Horrorverse games are on mobile.
Nah, no, that game's not serious.
Okay, so next up, and finally, we have The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak, released on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC, released on July 5th, 2024. And it is developed by Nihon Falcom and PH3 GmbH, and it is published by NIS America Inc.
I'm trying to understand these game studio names. The fuck was that?
Bruh. And The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak is about, and I quote, the Spriggan known as Van Arkride, an underground professional, accepts any job, acting as detective, negotiator, or bounty hunter. Dive into the Trails series' latest chapter with intense combat, beautiful visuals, and a new alignment system in Calvard, end quote. And it is currently sitting at an 83 on Metacritic. And yes, sir, that is it for the releases of the week and the Gaming Corner. Anything from you guys?
Nah, if you weren't going to mention the First Descendants, I was going to mention it. But all good.
Max?
Nah, there was a game I wanted to mention, but it slipped my mind. I'll probably remember it after the fact, and I'll be like, how did I forget that?
Howdy. All right, sweet. Thanks, man. That brings us to the halfway section. If you're liking this so far, please leave a like and subscribe. Tell your sister, tell your cousin, tell whoever else in your fam. We do this weekly. All right. Moving on to the content creator news. Now, I'm going to keep this short because obviously I gave you guys the deep dive of the whole Dr. Disrespect thing last week, but just a few updates with regards to where everything is standing. So at the moment right now, Pokimane is concerned for Disrespect's kids amidst, all the things that he admitted to in terms of him messaging a minor. I mean, who the hell wouldn't be flipping worried about his children? I mean, personally, I don't give a fuck. But anyways, yeah, y'all can read about that.
Hold on.
Yes.
What is her concern about his kids? Like, he saying, him being iffy with a minor, that's his blood. He's not going to be iffy with his own blood, is he?
Obviously not. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's stupid. It's the same shit of like, oh, but you have kids. Why would you message another kid and be sexually? Are you touch your own children? Nigga, no. Obviously not.
If it was somebody else's children, that's when I'll be like, yeah, she has a point. But his own kids, like, bro, where the hell is your mind going?
Yeah, I don't know, man. You like, most of these EDP 4.5s don't, get high on their own supply. So, yeah, so I don't know, man. It's whatever. But anyways, yeah, so there's a shortened version of it. You guys can also go read more about it in the shandies, in the description. Yeah. Moving on, more Dr. Disrespect update. Andrew Schultz. Yeah, Andrew Schultz calls on Dr. Disrespect to release the messages and show the people what these messages are to the minor that sparked scandal. This was brought on because, I mean, there's two sides of the fence. You have the Dr. Disrespect fans saying that, like, look, we don't even know what the messages are to a minor. If it's something like, what if it was just a minor, wanting more information on a product that he sold, or, certain things that the doc did giveaways on, what's the issue there? And people are like, no, but then why the hell would he make it such a huge debacle to a point that he got banned? So Andrew Schultz, the comedian, was basically saying, we always, as people, seem to assume the worst. And so for Dr. Disrespect to have any sort of chance to save his career, let him just release the actual messages and show us what he was saying, just so we can actually weigh, his punishment. But again, you guys can read.
I would just like to say that is also a stupid take, because if it wasn't that bad, Dr. Disrespect himself would have released screenshots saying, "Hey guys, it's not that bad. Here's what's going on." Clearly, he's criminated in it because he hasn't released anything. First factor. Second factor, he might not even still hold on to the screenshots. He might have deleted all conversations and whatnot. But asking him to release a screenshot sounds stupid to me.
I agree, dog. I absolutely agree. Obviously, with all the screenshots that the other people that he's been talking to, like the transgender and all this and everything.
Yeah, but then those were those other people who brought up the receipts, not him.
No, 100%. But I think that's what they're trying to say. Those people did more damage to his career by showing that. So for him to do the same, people think, oh no, he might save his career if we just see what the messages actually were. And I'm saying to myself, personally, my take on this person is like, if he felt that he was innocent in this, he would have done that already. But he clearly didn't. So,
and if he didn't have the messages or something along those lines and he felt they could have exonerated him, he would have mentioned something. Although now I think about it, since there was a whole court case situation, they probably have copies of the messages. So yeah, the mere fact that he hasn't released anything shows that I don't think he said anything. Like, I take it by his word that he didn't do anything incriminating, but he was flirting with that edge, and showing the screenshots is not going to make him look good at all. Hence, he hasn't shown it. There's nothing to gloss over on that.
So, yeah. Moving on to the next bit of news. Still, this is the last update for the whole Dr. Disrespect. So I did mention how Tim the Tatman, who was very close to Dr. Disrespect, had his own say, but he came out recently on a stream putting in more details of how emotional distressed he was about the whole Dr. Disrespect situation. Again, I'm not going to get too fully into it, but you guys should definitely go check it out. And basically on July 1st, when Tim returned to YouTube streaming, because he had taken a bit of a sabbatical, just a thank you, I'm going to take a quick break right now, and now he's back. So then during that time, he mentioned how it was pretty insane with everything that was going on. He just wanted to say, like, he's very positive to all the people, not also, outing him, because, that whole birds of a feather flock together type shit.
Wait, hold on. How did he turn a situation into a story about himself?
Dude, they all do.
Like, bro, this has nothing to do with you. How are you tagging yourself in this thing? Like, you could have just stayed quiet like so many other people. You could have just said your piece and go your way. Talking about how you've been mentally stressed. Like, bro, shut the fuck up.
I know, bro. I know, it's flippin' stupid. It's honestly so dumb. So, yeah. But another thing is also the fact that, like, a report that eventually came out confirmed, the streamer, Dr. Disrespect, as well as the age of the minor that he was mentioning. And yeah, I mean, of course, we still don't know the messages ourselves.
What was her age?
No, they're saying they're aware of her age.
Oh, I thought you said that about what her age is.
No. Sorry, my bad. So yeah, Tim then mentioned how, there are so many people yelling at each other left and right, and there's a lot of negativity in general. And he sees a lot of these, comments that come through the chaos that seem to be supporting Tim, saying, you shouldn't be in the crossfire. You didn't know this and this and this, because people are painting him saying, look, you're just another pedophile. You probably hid it as well, like from Dr. Disrespect's secret the whole entire time. So yeah, stupid shit like that. But yeah, that ends it for the Dr. Disrespect stuff. Now moving on to some more. So recently, Asmongold had put out a video saying that he has not showered for 30 days. Well, a month and a half. So it's more than 30 days. But yeah.
Let me just jump in. It wasn't recently. It was like a few years ago.
Yeah, sorry, 2021. Right? So he put out that entire video. And then Abba Preach, the Canadian comedian duo, pretty much reacted to this video and stating that, well, Abba Preach, had stated that not taking a shower is not cool. And then Asmon is like, why? Why is it such a big deal? It's not that big of a deal. And I don't want to say for most POCs. I think for anyone with...
I was about to say, I think it's a color thing, because like you were hesitating to say, most POCs are very anal about showering, whereas
Yeah, dog.
most white people are very relaxed about it. I mean, remember there was the whole Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher thing as well, where they were talking about how they barely shower and they encourage the same thing with their children.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't want to make it a racial thing. So that's why I'm just saying, like, look.
So for me, I am making it a racial thing, but in the sense of, I'm not saying, oh, these people are dirty or stuff like that. I'm saying it as, hey man, to each their own. As long as if that's your body, do what you want with your body. If you're not negatively impacting anybody else, if you're not forcing other people to be following the same credo as you, then power be to you.
Facts. But the thing for me is, like, we already know how Asmongold's room is like. We already know how this man eats on a daily basis. It's mostly just takeout. If not, it's like a 1-minute steak. Like, I just don't know how man is still alive, to be flipping honest with you. Like, I don't know. I'm sure he's as rich as fuck, but like, why? Why, bro? Why would you? I don't know, man. Like, go check the video out. It's just let me know where you people stand. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you guys stand on this whole situation. Because personally, like Max said, like, when it comes to POCs, we take hygiene and just your general way of living very seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, it shouldn't have to be hyped up this much, or like people making an actual challenge to do this. Like, we wouldn't even make it a challenge. After day 3, we're gonna be like, nah, my skin itches. This is weird. Nope. I'm done. Thing is, I'm not surprised personally, because I mean, if you've seen his room, I'm not surprised that he was comfortable to not take a shower for that long. So yeah.
I'm not surprised, because there's been conversations, even within the science community, there have been conversations of what is the correct amount of time where you should clean your body. Because I do agree with white people on the matter of, you don't have to shower every day. It doesn't have to be an everyday thing. But it goes back to the thing of feeling funky, feeling weird, feeling off. But at least do it regularly enough. Not this thing of you do it once a month. Like, bro, we've moved from those historical periods in time where people would be dying from like the Black Plague and stuff like that.
Which, honestly, like, interestingly enough, you guys should go check out. Well, to those of you listening to this, go check out a video called "The White Plague." Holy flip! That's terrifying. But anyways, so yeah, moving on. One of my most hated creators, Jimmy Donaldson, I don't fucking know his real name, Mr. Beast, is making headlines at the moment because recently he had built 100 houses for people in need in countries such as Jamaica and El Salvador. Now, rumors obviously always come up every time he does a charity event like this, but the biggest rumor, which is funny to me because I have always guessed that people did this, where some recipients of the houses are selling those houses in order to make more profit. The same houses that Mr. Beast built for them for free, they're now selling those houses to make some kind of profit. And that's actually flipping hilarious to me. All those times that he was buying people cars and all this type of stuff, I kept wondering, what happens if the person just sells the car after the video is done? Like, what charity did you actually do for these people? They're going to just, like, what's stopping them from doing exactly that? Because, I mean, even Mr. Beast did come out and say in, like, interviews of old, saying that, like, nah, generally what happens is you either get the choice of having the car fully, to which you obviously going to take on the cost of, maintaining the car as well as the petrol and whatnot, or he can give you the money of how much the car would have cost, and they only just use the car in the video, and then you just get the cash thereafter of how much the car's value was. So you get those two options. But I'm just like, okay, obviously the most smartest point would be to take the cash, but taking the actual car and then reselling it, I mean, dude, what the fuck? That's more money in my pocket. But anyways, sure. Anyways, so going back, people then made like a whole entire viral conversation about the entire thing of a man who tried to sell one of the houses that was built by Mr. Beast, and this man was from El Salvador. Essentially, what the post went through, or what the post mentioned, is only cash sold to people with economic capacity or distant siblings. Brand new house in a new exclusive residential area with a new soccer field. The house had 2 rooms, a kitchen furnished, the house was fully furnished, glass doors and a garden. $45,000, and it was non-negotiable to only serious people. So that was the post. That was him selling the house, right? That was the Facebook post. So then obviously it made its way around social medias to a point where Mr. Beast actually found it. And yeah, I mean, Mr. Beast kind of made it to seem like saying that like the publication is actually a lie, because essentially what actually happens is that the deeds are given to the families who cannot sell the house for 20 years. And so the person in the publication who made that Facebook post and everything is not on the list of the beneficiaries, so he can't actually sell the house. So yeah, who knows? But the funny part about this, the point I'm trying to make, is the fact that finally someone would actually do something like this and take what Mr. Beast is doing and actually try to benefit from what he's doing. Because I mean, at the end of the day, he's already benefiting from recording you and making the whole charity video in any case. So it's just like, why don't you benefit yourself? Sure, you're getting a new house and everything, but you get those people who can actually just pretend to be homeless and then they get a free house from Mr. Beast and then benefit off of that. I knew something like this would happen one day, but whatever, man. Seeing that Jimmy put some, certain stops in place, good for him. But fuck, yeah. Anyways,
this sounds like your gotcha bitch Dave Chappelle moment for you.
Pretty much.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right, then lastly, Cenat claims that Twitch almost banned him for his fireworks stunt. So for those of you who don't know, Cenat had a stream. I'm going to build up to this. So yeah, if you already know the end part of it, cool, good for you. But I'm going to build up to it. So for those of you who don't know, Cenat had a stream. He had planned a stream, teamed up with Mr. Beast, whereby they would have a lot of fireworks in their room and they would set them off. Now, it wasn't at first confirmed that they would do it within Cenat's room, obviously, because following the whole iShowSpeed, where he did the exact same thing in his house, and his house actually, the room got burnt down and then fire department had to come and save the day. Cenat was pretty much alluding to the exact same stunt that was going to happen, because in said stream, Cenat and his friend got into a little argument, which of course was a skit, to which the friend then lit up the Cenat's room, setting the entire thing on fire. And yeah, pretty much the stream ended when the fire got to the computer. However, this was all an actual bamboozle, whereby Mr. Beast had put a staged room of Cenat's room, like replicated, like bit for bit, in the middle of a field, and he had instructed Kai to just stream as normal as you would, and to pretty much give the people a sense of, oh shit, Cenat is following in the steps of iShowSpeed, using fireworks in his house and burning the entire thing down. So yeah, obviously most people who thought it was real, a day or two later, they posted that this was just a skit, a prank, and they had put the behind the scenes and everything. So cool. However, having done that regardless, Twitch almost fully banned Cenat permanently doing such a chaotic stream, as it went against their term of service. But yeah, he's okay. He's fine. The VOD has now disappeared, so you can't actually watch it on Twitch, but you can watch it on YouTube. So go have fun with that. And yeah.
I was about to ask regarding that. Like, starting a fire indoors is actually a criminal offense.
Yes, it's arson.
Yeah, so that's where I'm just like, for the people watching, either A, are they that stupid? Or for the content creators doing that, B, are they that stupid? So I'm not surprised about Twitch's reaction to it, because I was having a conversation with Kojo a couple of days ago about content creators doing certain things online, where we were discussing, where do you draw the line with regards to what you can and cannot do? What is a bannable offense versus you can get away with that? And I was like, besides Twitch and YouTube, pretty much your Rumble, your Kicks, and your whatnot, they're only going to ban somebody if they've done something illegal on the stream.
Exactly. So that's why with Cenat's situation, why most iShowSpeed fans are actually angry, is because with iShowSpeed, he intentionally set fireworks off. Where in Cenat's stream, they made it seem like there was an argument with a friend who refused Cenat's warnings of, don't do this, I'm going to get banned, don't do this, it's unsafe, and the friend still did it, and then they ran out of the room. right? And Twitch was still like, nah, this is not okay. So that's why they had put the behind the scenes video immediately as soon as Twitch was just like, okay, this is problematic. It goes against our terms of service because of self-harm, this and danger. And yeah, so he saved himself. But as you can imagine, most people who have been banned for skits like this have already been up in arms in Cenat's social media. So yeah, Cenat and Mr. Beast are just obviously raking in the cash from all the views because, as they said in one of the reactions, they actually believed it. Meaning us as the audience actually believed it was true, which, hey man, you know, I'm going to be honest and keep it a buck. I actually thought it was real. I thought they were following in the iShowSpeed footsteps, but yeah, GG's to them for the prank. I was bamboozled. And that is it from our content creation section. Ojo?
Yes, I do one. So, we mentioned him, you brought him up briefly. Let's talk about iShowSpeed. iShowSlow has been doing a bit of a Euro tour, going from jumping around Europe, Poland.
Oh, okay.
He recently found himself in Norway, and that Norway stream didn't go so well, and he got trapped in by a mob outside, and the mob slowly just built and built and built over the coming hours. That he was in that souvenir shop for. And he, at a certain point, he tried to do the Ronaldo celebration in front of the crowd. He was upstairs and then the crowd was looking at him. So he tried to do the Ronaldo celebration, but he fell badly and he hurt his ankle. And it took a while. And then a bunch of other people were trying to figure out a way to get him out. Try to figure out a way to leave the souvenir shop. And they called police. Speed later said that the police told him that they won't come unless he turns off his stream. He was like, it doesn't matter because they still know where I am anyway. Even if I turn off my stream, what difference is that going to make? To brute force their way through the crowd, they lifted up Speed and they tried to, brute force him. Yeah, so they pulled Speed's hair and tried to sell it online. I'm not sure if that's a joke or not.
That's funny though. Sorry.
It was, and there were just people jumping on his car, doing the Ronaldo celebration on his car as he was driving away. It just was, yeah.
Away, bro. Yeah, no, so for me, where I just want to quickly add my 2 cents in that is that I don't feel sorry for him at all. This is what happens when you are not flipping, not even just AAA celebrity, but you're not even you're not even an A-lister, B-lister, C. You're just a content creator and you think you can get the exact same type of security, the exact same type of bodyguards, the exact same type of respect from people. Dude, they would do the exact same thing to an A-lister. 100%. It's why A-listers will literally go incognito for certain types of things. It's why even when Pharrell was in South Africa, he didn't even tell people that, he was in certain malls at certain times. Even if he did tell people, he still had the security that he could afford to, obviously be safe to walk around in a live mall like this. So for iShowSpeed to even think that he has that type of power and everything is funny to me because, dude, you ain't shit, bro. You literally ain't. You're not that huge. And I hate the fact that he keeps thinking that he is. Because it's obviously these people are going to do this type of stuff to you. They would do this to any celeb. So why the hell do you think that you're going to get some special type of treatment? Dude, flipping child, bro. Yesses. But yeah, that's just me. Max, any content creators stuff from you?
The only thing I want to mention, I haven't seen how further this story has gotten, and by the time this goes up, who knows how much further it will gotten. But Logan Paul, I think that's the one, is suing CoffeeZilla.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so we'll see where that goes. For the people who need a recap or who don't know what the hell is going on, basically CoffeeZilla is a content creator on YouTube who exposes scams from big scams all over, big scams, small scams, influencer scams, company scams, all of these different things. And he was the one who did the breaking news on the crypto zoo thing of Logan Paul and all of that stuff. And quickly summarizing that history, initially Logan Paul wanted to sue him then, but people's reaction of clowning him and saying how he's doing something stupid had him backtrack and instead applaud CoffeeZilla and claim he's going to pay back everybody who invested in the crypto zoo. But here we are, a year or two later, and nobody has been paid back. And now he's backtracking again, U-turning again, and he's going to sue CoffeeZilla. And this time it's being placed in, so this will go to court.
Yeah, no surprise there. We all knew he was a liar. With this being Logan Paul, of course. So, yeah. Oh, well. All right.
What's that Kendrick Lamar line? The truth of a matter was God's plan to show you who the liar is, or something like that.
Yeah, something similar. All right. I don't have anything for esports. There's really not much going on. Most of the tournaments stuff have pretty much ended, and XDefiant is coming to an end. Don't know who the winners are. We'll see next week. Kodra, anything for your side for esports?
So, first off, let's talk about the eSports World Cup. So, I mentioned earlier this year that there was going to be an eSports World Cup. It officially began on the 3rd of July, and it is going to run until the 24th of August. And it is currently being in Saudi Arabia. And some of the tournaments or some of the games include Warzone, League of Legends, Counter-Strike 2, Free Fire, Apex Legends, Rainbow Six Siege, and a bunch of others. And each game has a different prize pool amount. So, for example, Counter-Strike has $1 million prize pool, Rainbow Six Siege has $2 million, and so on and so forth. And all together, all the events together sum up to guess how much in millions the total prize pool is for all of these things.
For 31 million?
31, okay, Maxwell?
Yeah, I'm going to go for a nice clean number and say 25.
25. Okay, try 60 million.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, so tune into those events if you guys are interested. Side note, it being held in Saudi Arabia, posed a lot of issues with, obviously the trans rights, gay rights, LGBTQ rights, how they handle that in Saudi Arabia. A lot of people came out and said, the gaming community is inclusive and stuff like that. They even characters in these games that are part of the LGBTQ community, how they handle that in Saudi Arabia. And, the heads of the tournament have come out and said, look, everything is fine. You guys are going to be fine. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. You don't need to be scared. And yeah, we'll see how the tournament goes.
I have a complaint about that.
Mm-hmm.
Western thing to going to these other countries with different cultures and then complaining about how's this going to be done? How's that going to be done? Bro, it's somebody else's country. If the event organizers have seen that it's okay to host something here, they've probably had similar concerns and they've run it through. And the host country is going to make sure that you're catered to. But the thing you have to keep in mind is, if there's anything about yourself which is not to their liking, keep it to yourself.
Yeah, for that time being. Yeah.
Exactly. How hard is it to go into somebody else's house and while you're in that house, just conduct yourself according to what they want? Then when you get out of their house, you do as you please. And I'm saying this because it was the same thing with the Qatar World Cup, where even the prince was just like, we're not saying you can't do A, B, C, and D, but we are saying that our country, our culture has certain rules, and we're asking you to follow those rules. We're not asking you to deny yourself what you do or stuff like that. Like, for example, the whole drinking thing. They decided to do designated drinking zone. So you can drink, but in designated drinking zone. The whole thing about they want people who are married to share rooms. And if you're not married, you shouldn't share a room. How hard? So if you're an LGBTQ person, my complaint is, how hard? What exactly are you trying to do that you think you're not going to be able to do that side? Do you think, I'm gay, so they're going to persecute me the minute I enter? No, they don't give a rat's ass. But if you're doing certain things that they don't like, they don't value, that's when it's going to come on your ass. So it's your actions. It's not your identity. They might not agree with your identity, but they're not going to do anything to you. But if you're going to do certain things, then there will be repercussions. So if you're scared or if you're worried, what are you trying to do which you shouldn't be doing? In their house. In your house, do as you please. Be whoever you want. Act as you want. But in somebody else's house, act right.
Could not agree more, fam.
Deep.
And I just also like to also put the fact of, if you're so offset by that, just don't go. you always have that option available to you, not to go, not to support. People want to act as if there's a gun to their head that they must do something. No, you don't.
So EVO is coming up real soon. It's going to be held in Las Vegas in America from the 19th to the 22nd of July 2024. And I spoke about it. The games were announced a few months ago. Let me go through them again. The main 8 games are going to be Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, Under Night in Birth 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and King of Fighters 15. EVO has broken a new record because it is officially the largest esports event in terms of participation. EVO 2024, this installment. It is the largest esports event ever in terms of participation, which is amazing. And we have the numbers for each of the 8 main games. I'm not going to go through all the numbers, but I'm just going to go through the main ones that caught a lot of people's attention. So Street Fighter 6 was the one that is leading the pack. Guess how many people have signed up for that tournament, Tommy?
20,000.
20,000? Okay. Maxwell?
35.
35,000? Okay. You're a little too ambitious. It's 5,200.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
But I like your ambition. Second place was Tekken. Guess how much that was, Maxwell, first?
5,000.
5,000? Okay. Tommy?
4,200.
I think Maxwell was the closest. No, I think it's even because it's 4,600.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. And lastly, Mortal Kombat 1. Now, this is the one that shook everybody. So, Street Fighter is 5,200. Tekken 8 is 4,600. Guess how many and keep in mind, Mortal Kombat 1 came out after Street Fighter 6 and just before Tekken 8. But guess how many people have signed up for Mortal Kombat 1, Tommy?
3,200.
3,200, okay, for Mortal Kombat 1. Maxwell?
1,000.
1,000. Which is being moved to 645.
It's an expensive game, dog. I don't blame people.
It is really bad. A lot of people are like, yeah, this shows that a lot of people were not vibing with Mortal Kombat 1. And a lot of people gave the reasons why the numbers are the way. Maximilian Dude, who's like a prominent voice in the fighting game community, he had his whole video on this where he spoke about all of the numbers and focused on Mortal Kombat 1. Super, who was a NetherRealm Games primarily content creator, he came out and he gave his reasons as well. And I also have my own theory, which is pretty much aligns with all 2 of them. And the main reason that the numbers are so low is that a lot of people are not vibing with this game. And the main reason they're not vibing with this game is the main mechanic of the game, which is the cameo system. The cameo system looks like it's just been a miss. It was ambitious. I applaud NetherRealm for doing something different and trying to innovate. But it just didn't land. It didn't stick. And it shows in the numbers here, which is a shame because it is actually doing worse than Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which came out in the 90s.
So is the answer to tweak it and improve it or to drop it completely?
Drop what?
The cameo.
I don't think the game is built around cameos. So I don't think they can just say...
No, I'm talking about obviously if they make a sequel, are they going to build on cameo and improve it? Or are they going to say, this was a flop, let's just do away with it?
If I was them, I'll drop it completely. If I was them. Because clearly it didn't work. Because if you look at Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat X, the numbers were higher for their first EVO. When this clearly not. So, yeah. And yeah, that is pretty much it for my esports news.
Oh, wait. Danko. Max, anything from your side?
Absolutely not.
Hey. All right. Then that brings us to the end of the episode. Thank you guys so much. I really did try to keep it short with the content stuff, but yeah, be sure to read more of the stuff if you're interested in the topics that were discussed for any of our stuff. Yeah, this has been episode 69, and we'll check you guys in the next one. Be good, be safe, and don't strafe in Apex. Well, obviously do, because it's a very pro level strategic movement. But anyways, that's enough from me. Check you guys next week. Thank you so much for listening in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.